bringing Israel to the world. This is IBN News.
With News of Israel, I'm Susan Michaels. The Israeli Navy has been preparing for the possibility of a massive earthquake and resulting deadly tsunami that could destroy much of the country's infrastructure. Data shows that a significant earthquake hits the region about every 100 years, and the last one in the area happened in 1927. The week-long multinational drill involving 11 countries trained in preparation for a humanitarian crisis brought by a magnitude 7.0 quake and huge tsunami which would follow. Troops trained to quickly assess the damage and select a port as the maritime gateway to the country for assistance. The navies of Greece, France, and the U.S. took part in the main exercise at Haifa Port, while other countries focused on real-time assistance. Police officers in the central city of Lod were met with a heartbreaking sight earlier this week after responding to reports of crying coming from an apartment. They discovered a 5-year-old girl tied up in the bathroom and left entirely alone. Police say she was in poor health and suffering from neglect. The child's father, who has been detained, said he did not tie up his daughter, nor had she been neglected. He said he and his wife had taken their 3 other children to the beach and left the girl sleeping at home when a friend called to say he could hear her crying, and they came home to find the police. The girl, who does not have an Israeli identity number, was most likely born in Palestinian Authority-controlled territory. The economic woes being experienced by the PA is affecting the Muslim festival of Eid al-Adha, an annual 4-day holiday where money is traditionally spent lavishly on food. Palestinian President Mahmoud Abbas has refused to accept tax revenue collected for the PA by Israel over the last 6 months, at this point 3 billion shekels, as protest against Israel's deduction of the amount of money the PA gives to terrorists and their families from the tariffs Israel collects for them. The public had been reminded this year's holiday would not be a happy one. And according to one of the operators of the new Get Weed channel on the instant messaging app Telegram, even with the massive police crackdown earlier this year, online sale of marijuana in Israel will continue. I'm Susan Michaels.
IBN, Israel Broadcast Network.